Hey guys, happy Friday. So today I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about willpower since I just wrapped up a little live training in my group on willpower, and I always love to share kind of the highlights here. So for those of you guys who are new, I know I have a bunch of new friends on here, so welcome. I'm Jess Rowe. I'm a holistic health and fitness coach. And I specialize in helping overwhelmed and exhausted women get off of the weight loss roller coaster and reclaim their energy and their confidence without using intense workouts, restrictive diets, or expensive supplements. So if that's you, welcome. Let me know where you're at with your journey. Let me know if you're watching this, drop me a little like or a heart. And if you're watching this on the replay, please drop me a hashtag replay so I know you saw it. So every week, I really like to try to get on here and do a little bit of training based on kind of what I'm seeing people needing help with with my friends, with people I'm talking to in my groups, all those things. So today, one lovely lady in my group, which you can access that too. Let me know if you want the link to it. It's a private community where we are all supporting each other on our health and fitness journey. But one lady asked me to talk a little bit more about willpower today. And this is a huge topic, of course. So today I just wanted to share kind of 3 little mindset shifts, plus how you can actually start putting them into action if you're having issues with willpower. Because I hear a lot of willpower, self-discipline, consistency. Those are all humongous hurdles stopping a lot of people from actually making the changes that they want to make so they can lose weight, maybe even gain weight depending on what your goals are, and really just get healthy. Take back control of your health so that you can actually love the skin that you live in while living life on your terms. So it's obviously very hard to do any of that if you are having willpower issues. So let's just dive right into these 3 little mindset shifts that I wanted to share. So shift number 1, whenever you start feeling like willpower is an issue, one of the first questions I always like to ask my clients too is this an actual willpower or self-discipline issue? Or are you trying to force yourself to take an action that really doesn't feel right or aligned to you? So there has been a lot of talk lately in some of my entrepreneur groups about kind of the importance of taking action in your business that is aligned with you. But I don't see people really talking about this as much with health and fitness. I think because there is so much talk within this industry about how you just need to toughen up, you just need to get more discipline, and kind of this implication that you are somehow lazy or lacking in willpower or discipline if you are overweight, or if you're not losing the weight or achieving the goals that you've set for yourself. And that is not true. I did a post a while back kind of about that, how it's not that you are lazy or lacking in discipline. It's that you're trying to take an action that's really not right for you. You're experiencing resistance to this for a reason, not because you are less than. So I would definitely start by kind of exploring, where is this resistance coming from? And I'll get to that one too in just a minute too. But the biggest thing to remember is that if you are struggling to take an action, if you're trying to force yourself to take an unaligned action, remember that there are a million paths, really a million paths that you can take to get to your health and fitness goals. And you're really not required to take any one particular path or action just because. So there's always other options. If you're really feeling resistant or struggling to have the willpower to take a certain action, ask yourself, is it because that action is just not right for me? And if that's the case, don't worry, there's other possibilities out there for you. I'll talk a little bit about how to fix that if that's the problem here shortly. Mindset shift number 2 kind of builds on this too. What action you're trying to take, I want you to start asking yourself, is this action am I trying to take this action because someone else told me to do it, or because I think I'm supposed to do it? Or is this an action that I'm really choosing because I'm excited to do it, because I feel deep down that it is the right choice for me? So I love to talk about letting go of the supposed tos, because I think a lot of the choices that people make, a lot of the actions that they take in an attempt to lose weight or to get healthier or more fit, a lot of those actions are because someone else told them to do it. Even a doctor, like you can't force yourself to go onto a diet or exercise more just because a doctor told you had to. You still have to find that intrinsic motivation. Or you're still going to resent taking that action, and you'll struggle to find the willpower to take it. So are you trying to take an action that someone else told you should do, or that someone else had success doing, and so you think that's probably the best route? Or is it an action that you really feel is the best choice for you? And I'm going to give you a filter for you to really decide which actions are best for you. And I'll do that here in just a sec. The third mindset shift. This is if you have determined that it is truly a willpower issue. You are taking the right action for you. You are intrinsically motivated to take this action. You know it's right. It is aligned with your needs. It's aligned with your goals, and you still just connect with the willpower to do it. And this is the one I like to call that you're having a power struggle with your inner toddler. And I have this one a lot. So let me know, drop me a little heart or something if this is you too. This was me all last month. I was having a major power struggle with my inner toddler. It was like, I just don't want to do any of these routines. I don't have to. I'm an adult. I get to pick what I want to do. And that just, last month was a mess. So if this is you, the biggest thing I want you to think about, this is your little filter, right? So you want to start thinking about the actions that you're trying to take. Do they meet what I call the 3E formula, which is, are they easy, are they effective, and are they enjoyable? Because generally, if you are having a real willpower issue, it's because one of those three is not being met. And so that's where you can start checking in on what actions you're trying to take, what goals you're setting, that sort of thing, and see how you can make them easy, effective, and enjoyable. Because if one of those three is not being met, you're going to have a hell of a time getting the motivation and the willpower and the discipline to take those actions, especially to take them consistently enough to get results. So that is what was happening for me too, when my little inner toddler was having its little tantrum. I was doing routines that I know they work for me. I have basically been doing them the last 2.5 years. And that was the problem. Yes, they were easy. Yes, they were effective. No, I did not find them enjoyable anymore because I was sick of the routine of doing them. And so that was where I had to switch things up. So that can be a little scary too, because I'm like, I have these routines that work and I don't want to take a huge step back by, trying something that doesn't work. That's scary. But if you're not going to have the willpower to do the routines that work in the first place, then I wasn't out anything by trying something else, because either way I was going to have a setback if I kept not doing the routines. So I switched things up. I really was sick of having to do my bedtime routine and my morning routine, even though they work for me, all the way down to the point of I didn't want to brush my teeth and wash my face and get ready for bed. It was a full-blown adult tantrum. But so I switched up when I'm doing it. Obviously, I'm not going to just not brush my teeth, right? But so I started getting ready for bed before I even served dinner. And just changing what time I was doing these things made it feel less like a chore and more like something fun to enjoy. It was fun again, because I'm like, ooh, I don't normally go take a shower and get my pajamas on before dinner. So that's fun, right? So how can you switch things up? And remember too, like I said, there's a million paths to get where you want to go. And while it can be scary to have to switch things up, especially if you're switching things up away from a routine that has been working for you, just keep in mind that this is your health and fitness, and the routines that you do, they are a constantly evolving process. And whether you're going to find a routine that works for a period or a season of your life, and then either something external to you is going to happen that's going to force you to shift the routine, or something shifts in you, like you get sick of the routine and then you have to shift it as well. So it's normal, it happens. This is something I work with my clients on too, is being able to shift and adapt and go through the trial and error process, but doing it as quickly and efficiently as possible without just throwing spaghetti at the wall for years. So, let me know if you need any help with that. That's something I love working with my clients on. So let me know if you need help with any of these. So quickly, how do you actually start putting these into practice so you can overcome this willpower issue? First things first, especially if one of those first two mindset issues are the root of your problem, one, if you're trying to take unaligned action, or if you're trying to take action that someone else told you should do, you got to reconnect with your goals. And not just that, but really why those goals are important to you. And one of the ones I talked about in my group too a few minutes ago was this idea that how are you going to be a better person? How are you going to grow and be happier and reach your goals through working towards those goals, as opposed to thinking that you are going to be a better person when you reach those goals. So you really want to find why it's important to you to work on your goals, because it's that process of working on them that's going to make you a better, happier person, as opposed to just setting this kind of condition that when you meet these goals, then you're going to be happy with your skin, with the body that you have, with your health and all of that. So it's the process, right? You want to make sure that you're really excited about the process of working towards these goals. How are you going to improve because you're working towards them, not because you reached them? I hope that makes sense. And then think about all the different options that are out there, right? There's a million paths to get to your goal. Think about some of the options that are out there and then filter them through. What are you actually ready, willing, and able to do? And anything that doesn't meet that criteria, just chuck it. You don't need to do that, because there are a million other actions that you can take. And then filter it through the 3E formula. Is this action or this path, this approach, is it easy? Is it effective? And will I enjoy it? Am I excited to do it? Because if any one of those three, you have to meet all three, or it's going to be a waste of time trying to force yourself to take that action. And then once you've picked an action that is in alignment with your goals, that you are excited to start working on now, that you know is going to make you a better, happier person as a result of just working on it, then you're going to pick just a single action step that you can start working on. Don't overwhelm yourself and set yourself up for failure. Pick a single action step and then choose how you're going to do it, and ask yourself, am I 90 to 100% confident that I can and will do this? And if you're at less than a 90% confidence level, you have to simplify it more. And that will set you up for success, and it'll overcome that willpower issue, and you'll be able to start doing it. So let me know how that helps you, if it helps you. If I am talking about willpower from a perspective that just did not relate to you at all, let me know. I would love to know kind of what your situation is, so I can actually give you some coaching based on that. So let me know if this was helpful at all. Let me know kind of which of those three mindset shifts do you feel spoke to you the most? Is it that you're trying to force yourself to take an unaligned action, or is it actually a willpower issue? Are you trying to take an action that you think you're supposed to do versus one that you really choose to do? Or is it truly a willpower issue and you're kind of getting into a power struggle with your inner toddler over something? So let me know which of those three is most right for you, and then let me know what action you're going to take to move forward. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.